The YouTube horror community is definitely the most divisive and depraved community on the entire site. It's one of the few communities that continuously point a spotlight on the most depraved subjects and individuals on the internet. Unfortunately, not every player in the scene is a good Samaritan shining light on often unspeakable evils, but themselves are just as, if not more, depraved than the people they call out. If you've seen my previous content, you will know that I'm no stranger to the gore community, a strange subset of the horror and true crime communities that exploit real-life crimes and accidents as cool gore kills in movies or video games. My experience with the community led me to creating a two-part series on one of the largest creators in the scene, Plague Moth. Not only did I critique the content he produced, but also his unethical actions towards literally anyone he comes into contact with online, myself included. Due to these videos, I have been messaged and contacted by numerous people in similar communities in hopes that I will cover someone just as, or even more depraved. Somehow, the depravity of Moth is only the tip of the iceberg. Let me introduce you to BurnedShow, YouTube's most insane creator. I want to start this video off with some fortunate news. BurnedShow's YouTube channel has fortunately been deleted. This was in thanks to SomeOrdinaryGamers and his tweets surrounding Burned. While BurnedShow has a history of ban evasion, I hope that this will be the last we hear about him. What you'll first find with BurnedShow is that he's more notable on the Spanish side of YouTube, which made things very, very difficult to research. But if you know anything about Spanish YouTube, then you would know that a lot worse goes on there than the average YouTube channel, Burn being one of the biggest and most disturbing examples of this. Due to the fact that a lot of gore videos also tend to be about Mexican cartels and beheadings, this type of content has been given the unfortunate ability to flourish, from watching more popular videos like Funky Town to more obscure tapes. Burn's content doesn't just end with reactions to gore though, and it wouldn't be before long until the public started to know the more disgusting content that he made. One of Burn's more famous videos he made was a video where he reacted and reviewed one of the most infamously illegal pieces of CSAM on the internet. I'm not going to divulge on the name because I don't want to give the video attention or any more views than it needs, but all you need to know is that the video he watched has been labelled as one of the most infamous CP tapes on the internet. Why something like this could just be plastered onto YouTube without anybody batting an eye or having any actual issues with the video is beyond me. But what's just as sickening to me are the comments. From people asking where to find the CP tape, to people in the comments claiming that they're distributors of this type of material. It's a genuine surprise that none of these people have been, at the very least, reported, and have just been allowed to discuss how to find CP. Unfortunately, this isn't the worst of it, and as you'll soon come to see, it's not just YouTube that BurnedShow does disgusting shit in.
Enter BurnedShow's Discord server, or should I say his servers. On BurnedShow's YouTube, he would place links in his bio or video descriptions for a Discord server. Within this server was to an extent just regular quote-unquote Discord degeneracy, but looking deeper, a wide array of new problems arise. The first problem is the general audience of Burned's content. BurnedShow would upload Skibbity Toilet and Digital Circus reaction videos. So you have him getting a child audience from his Goo Goo Gaga reaction videos and bringing them to his channel so they could watch and get introduced or indulge in shock content, and then he's pushing them towards a Discord server where they can all interact and enable this unhealthy and immature behavior. Moving on to the second problem, the content that is being shared in Burned's server. While CSAM isn't being circulated within this server, gore is being circulated. As I mentioned, he has a mostly child audience, so they're all getting into this server where gore is being shown and traded, and they're all reacting to it and handling it in incredibly immature ways. Kids are watching what more quote-unquote surface level and even some hardcore people consider more extreme gore videos, such as One Bitch 9 Pups, where a dog gets held down and sees several of her puppies get brutally murdered, including one of the puppies getting their head smashed open. And BurnedShow even has people sharing gore and shock mixtapes such as Snuff R73, a mixtape slash compilation that comprises of mostly child abuse and gore, made by a group that's ran by pedophiles creating other mixtapes that focus on the same thing. Material like this is already morally questionable to some, but reacting to it, sharing it, and treating it the way they do is undoubtedly fucked up. The third problem that arises is that BurnedShow is a fucking pedophile. BurnedShow has gotten a 15-year-old pregnant while he was around 20, and also, once again, has reacted to child sexual abuse material. Upon one of his moderators being confronted about this is what they had to say.
Ephebophilia is when a 20 to 21-year-old man is with a 14 to 15-year-old girl.
As if ephebophilia is any better or really any different than pedophilia. It's all the same shit. And oh, this gets so much worse. Enter the basement. More specifically, the Basement Gang or El Sotano Gang. In this server, people have watch parties where they watch child sexual abuse material such as Daisy's destruction. They also seemingly happen to trade or share things like necrophilia, incest, baby gore, and once again, child sexual abuse material and hurtcore. Me and a few others talking about BurnedShow have actually gotten invited to this server, but the links aren't working anymore and posts are gone. Something of note is that the server's name is slightly different from what we've been shown the server to be named, though this could either be some sort of alternative server, backup, or name change.
Anyways, thank you Spinling for having me on this video. I'll pass the microphone back to you.
When I originally took everything that I knew about Burned to Twitter, I had gotten into contact with an ex-mod of Burned and wanted to talk. This mod discussed everything, from how he first met Burned to why he cut him off. The ex-mod also informed me that Burned's server had also been deleted, but he was in the works of creating a new one, so he and his friends could send each other CP. Now you may be asking the validity of this person, and I completely understand that, which is why I asked very specific questions with screenshots that would show that the ex-mod was actually an ex-mod. One of Burned's more disgusting acts is the fact that you would use CP as a tagline to not only join his server, but other platforms that we'll get into soon. After asking this mod, however, they said that no CP was ever sent by Burned until October, when he became friends with a pedophile named El Mono. Did he ever get anything illegal from these people?
Yes, Burned. He had become friends with a pedophile called El Mono, but it's now called Her Pedophiler. Burned asked that pedophile to draw a drawing of his ex-girlfriend. The drawing was pornographic. That pedophile draws porn, but he is a pedophile and has quote-unquote CP.
There's been mentions of BurnedShow giving a really infamous child pornography tape called Daisy's Destruction to his fans. People have told me that it has been sent in his Discord server before. Is that true?
Burned had not sent Daisy Destruction on his server. Burned had reacted to Daisy's and then deleted it. When I was on his server, there were only 3 channels. The first was called Porno Hetero, the second was Porno Gay, and the third was called Gore. When I was a moderator, I didn't see that anyone sent CP. They only sent adult porn and real gore, accidents, decapitations, etc. Everything was normal until at the beginning of October, El Mono appeared. My friend said I told the Burned that in the community there was a pedophile, and Burned was not interested and became friends with him.
El Mono had also created a server, of which contains text channels for, yet again, CP. There's one other thing that I've forgotten to mention, however, something that when I first saw it made me sick to my stomach, and that is BurnedShow's private WhatsApp group chat. BurnedShow really likes to make small communities for people to share things in, and as you already know, that normally takes an incredibly dark turn. Burned created a private WhatsApp group that included him and a couple of other people, whereupon they would send each other gore, bestiality, and CP. Burned said in the WhatsApp chat, "Nah, who would have that saved?" in response to something passed in the screenshot that I can't see, but then someone else responds to Burned with, "Yes, we have videos of rape chicks." With that response, I can assume what Burned was responding to, but what matters more is that this proves that the WhatsApp chat is full of dangerous people. And Alexis Rivera in the WhatsApp chat discussed the falsehood of any extended versions of DD and warned people of other chats where people shared groups and links of presumably illegal content. Rather hypocritical. It doesn't take too long before people started sending images of gore, bestiality, and CP. A Vincente sent the images of gore and CP, with a guy with a name that's too long to pronounce would send bestiality in the chat. A Luis Gonzalez tells him to pass it to the priv. I'm unsure what that could mean. It's not like Burned tried to hide any of the content trading either. He literally advertised the WhatsApp channel in his Discord server by saying he would send DD to people who joined. Him advertising the WhatsApp channel the way he did shows his deplorable actions pretty explicitly. Him exploiting the torture and abuse of a baby just to get people to join a WhatsApp channel is very fucking disgusting. But fortunately, his escapades soon caught up with him. On the 30th of December 2023, Mutaha of Some Ordinary Gamers made a video titled "This YouTuber is uploading CP." Mutaha did an incredible coverage of BurnedShow in my opinion, and if it wasn't for him, he would most likely still be up and running, gaining thousands of views, allowing his depravity to continue just a bit longer.
Channel is from a YouTuber known as BurnedShow, okay? Or also known as @SoyBurnedShow. This channel has actually admitted to uploading an illegal video, yes, illegal video, on YouTube as a reaction.
Muta did decide to take the video down though for pretty valid reasons. I personally don't see how it took YouTube this long to get rid of a guy whose biggest videos were about child porn, but I guess that's another point on the board against YouTube. Not only did Muta expose BurnedShow's actions, but so did ColdRaven, another YouTuber who resides in the gore community who helped take down Burned with his well-made deep dives into him.
I speak Spanish, and I've been watching this guy for about a week and a half, and that's very pertinent because a lot of other people have made videos about him, especially as of recent, but there have been other Spanish YouTubers who've been making videos about him for months and months. And because the new guys who are making videos about him don't speak Spanish, they're not looking deep enough and they can't translate everything. I can! So there's no more running here, BurnedShow. Yeah, the jig is up.
Because of this, people started an uproar, and it gave YouTube the signal to finally take action and wipe his channel completely. This too was aided by ColdRaven, Mutaha, and another small creator known as AXJ, who all collectively made incredibly good updates about the situation. You may have been asking why I've made this video, when the guy has not only been talked about by arguably one of the biggest commentary channels, but has since been deleted. And that's because I believe that BurnedShow is still out there. There's been talks of him starting up a new server where he shows people CP, and from credible sources that I've since had to block because they couldn't do the bare minimum and censor things correctly, it looks to be true. Burned does have a new channel, however, but not anywhere near the amount of subs or attention with it. So if anything, let's just hope that he gives up. Little editor's note here. As of editing this part, Burned's channel has just been completely deleted, so let's go. Although, I don't think Burned has anything anymore. Just his dedicated fans that follow him around. And honestly, that's not good enough for me. I want him in jail. And I hope that some authority sees this video and takes action. When I first looked into BurnedShow, I thought that this would be another case of a gore channel that went too far. But I have to say that this is the most disgusting case that I have seen on YouTube. As it stands, Burned may have a channel with 100 subs and a Discord server with him and his friends. But he's nowhere near the influence that he once was, where he could be harming more children. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. I've been Spindling, and I'll see you later.